I'm really proud of our team. It was a coaches say it all the time, total team effort. I thought we were extremely efficient on offense, obviously with the statistics, and really good on defense, limiting really Gary Flowers to, he's 6 points. I mean, he had 2 threes with the minute to go in the game. Our defense was really good, active. Almost 60%, 70% from the field, 67% from three-point line, 19 assists, 11 turnovers, Pop 10 for 10, 9 rebounds, 4 blocks. He was a man. And the thing with Pop, I told him after the UAB game, he took 21 shots, only made 6, and I think was a little reluctant to shoot that much. He's such an unselfish team guy, and I had to show him the possessions on tape where he caught the ball on one-on-one on the post. I want Pop to shoot, even if he shoots 30 shots. It's okay for him to get 30 and 20 in a game, and that's good for the team. I think Pop's focus was tremendous the last 2 days of practice, and as Pop goes in terms of his emotional leadership, our team goes. And his emotional maturity has really improved year to year and throughout this season. I thought a key point in the game was when they called an intentional foul on Pop, and that game could have gone in their favor, but yet it went in our favor. And I think that showed a lot of emotional maturity on our guys, especially Papa D. Any questions?
Is this the best you've seen this team play this year?
No question. And that's a neat thing about our team, the way we play. Our offense is, it's not a simple offense, so it's going to get better. And our defense is not a simple defense. It requires a lot of communication, and it gets better. And so hopefully we're just starting to scratch the surface. And it's really the players' offense and the players' defense, because whoever has the ball is really the point guard. He dictates what happens. And again, I touched on, I don't think I called, but maybe 2 set plays in the half court. And the rest of it was on the guys. And then defensively, I challenged them in the second half. We've given up leads because the defensive energy drops, because the play is in front of the other bench. And I challenged them to go out there, especially the first 4 minutes of the second half, with great energy, and they did. It's the best I've seen our team play against a quality opponent. And Southern Miss is preseason number 1 or 2 in different polls.
Is it just a matter of showing Pop the videotape? I mean, is it that simple?
I wish, I wish. I think, it's everything. I mean, playing at home, having good practices, getting the ball in the right spots, things clicked. And I think that we showed the guys the tape after UAB. Offensively, we were really good. We just didn't make shots. And so I think a lot of it's keeping legs fresh, minds confident. And that's what we tried to do over the last 2 days. We had great practices the last 2 days, albeit they were short. They were like 70 minutes, and shortest practices of the year. We wanted to keep them, again, fresh and positive. And I think that carried over to the action time.
So the shooting percentage wasn't a result of what Southern Miss was doing defensively? It was simply shots fell today that didn't fall in Birmingham?
I'd have to watch the film. That I'm not 100% sure, but I thought we had good shots against Birmingham. And they didn't go in. So, maybe that. I think the biggest compliment Southern Miss paid us is when they went zone. I've seen Larry Eustachy play 1 possession of zone this year. It was the last possession at Rice with the game on the line. He's a man-to-man coach. So when he goes zone, I thought he was really paying our team a compliment in how we were executing.
When was that?
First half. Yeah.
What do you think of Samarrippas today and his ability to pass the ball?
Well, congratulations on pronouncing his name correctly. It's not an easy name to pronounce. 9 assists, 1 turnover. Coach Hobby has worked with Jeremiah and talking about being a point guard. Who is on the floor with you? Who are the best shooters? Who's hot? Who needs a shot? And Southern Miss really helped on the weak side. I thought Jeremiah made some great pump fakes inside the Pop and skipped it to Collin into Robert and got them good looks. So he's starting to become a smarter point guard. Even when he took a bad shot on an out-of-bounds play, we had 35 seconds on a shot clock with a comfortable lead, I think like 5 minutes to go, and he took a pull-up jumper at the foul line, Pop tipped it in and got fouled. And Jeremiah immediately looked at me and tapped his chest like that was my fault. And I was like, yes, it was. You know, it's hard that's like being a quarterback in football, you know, and here you are a freshman, you know, I thought Paul McCoy was going to be our point guard this year. And Paul leaves, and here you are, Jeremiah, run the team. And it's not easy to be a freshman point guard, especially at a high Division I level.
You said after the last home game that Collin Mangrum was really sort of coming on, and you thought maybe he could develop into that third scorer that you'd like. Today you get 15 points, 6 of 8 shooting, 3 of 4 on threes. How good can this guy be before the end of the year? How much can he end up contributing to your offense?
I mean, he's already contributing a tremendous amount. I mean, when he's catching the ball and he's open, you look at our bench and you'll see guys start to stand like this, knowing that the ball has a great chance of going in. The thing about Collin that I'm so excited about is that, you know, and I tell him this all the time, your game is not just shooting. Like some guys' game is tied to shooting. No, you're a basketball player. I mean, he had 3 assists, 0 turnovers, and 2 steals. He brings tremendous energy to our team. He can drive the basketball. He's a tremendous athlete. He has a spirit about him that's contagious. I think the energy that he and Jeremiah provide this team was very evident in our Memphis game. They both came off the bench and turned things around for us. So Collin is more than just a shooter, but I think he's hopefully found a comfort zone, and I'm certainly comfortable with him because he played 30 minutes, and he would have played more if it were not for foul trouble in the first half.
Click scales. So you're getting that backcourt support that you've been talking about. Is that helping to free things a little?
No question.
I mean, it's only one game.
Rodney, he and I talked before the UAB game. Rodney was sensational in November and December. And we talked, and I said, you know, I think it's my job as the head coach to, you know, communicate with the players to find out, you know, okay, I don't want to assume something. You know, is everything okay at home? Is everything okay in your personal life? Is there anything bothering you? You know, because he was in a little bit of a funk. And he said, no, coach, I'm just in a funk. And I said, hey, I've been there. I think the early to middle part of January is a very difficult time for a basketball player because the newness of the season is worn off and you can't really see the finish line. The weather's bad. There's no students on campus. You're in a rut. You get into a routine of every day, go to practice, watch film, eat, maybe have a shoot around. You know, the energy on campus isn't there. Now all of a sudden, you know, students are back, some friends are back, scenery changes. You know, we cut back practice a little bit. We had 15 straight days where they were here. And in hindsight, I probably should have given them off at least one day where they didn't have to come into the building. You know, during Christmas break, you can practice as long as you want, as much as you want. Well, when school starts, the NCAA rules, you have to have only 20 hours a week and 1 day off a week. And, you know, that probably helps them. So he snapped out of that funk at UAB.
Yeah. Sorry. Wednesday against Tulsa. Are you still expecting Alexi?
Yeah, Alexi will play Wednesday at Tulsa. I plan on him being a significant part of the team. How many minutes does that mean? I don't know, but he'll play in the first half, and you know, he is a great shooter who really knows how to play. About 6'5", and is a lot like Collin in how he plays. So it's going to be exciting to have him on the floor.